Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing, Jones, being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And that'll be caught by Tony. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. One play action. Fields. Touchdown! It's complete. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones rolling to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Fields. To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff, Barkley running left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Fields. He'll buy some time right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sanders toss left side. Sanders a first down, still going. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a carry for Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Fields.
Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Fields on first down.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here's Fields. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Barkley, toss play left. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here.
Fields.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but second and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones throw complete to Lega.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jones throwing on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Sanders, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
17, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Watch 36 to Mike. 3
bucks. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Levi Owazurike, the Washington Husky, the rookie, able to push his way through for the sack. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one still anyone's game is 3. Second half, and this will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin on here now. What's the game plan for this?
But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room.
2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 40 Fields. We know he has the good mobility. Into Eagle territory.
To give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained run.
The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does it thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A big hitter to start the drive has him 10. Throwing Jones. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is knocked away. And the
quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Sanders. Down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they still have tension. They've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run. It's Sanders. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down now, Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jones. And connecting quickly with Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Goedert, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Giants 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun snap, Fields. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, it's Fields. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
36 the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
36 the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
And let's pin the mirrors.
From the 24, Jones. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, Sanders. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead into the hands of Ingram. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Four yards remain for second down.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. To the air again, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
First down, Philadelphia.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. Smith catches left side. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.